welcome to the Undying Sky. This is the Superior Adventurers Guild, and I am Minnesota Muse, and you may know me as Ashley. I will be your DM for this evening, for the finale of the Undying Sky, my Oops All Warlocks campaign, where my players uh, promise their service to a dark god in exchange for escaping with their lives from an unfortunate situation. And now things have gotten complicated. Well, first off, I just want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. We really appreciate your support, and it's just fun that you're here to hang out with us. And also, if you like this, please consider following and subscribing to our channel. You can get involved by donating bits, which will give the players advantage, or it'll give me, the DM, advantage in our fights. And a couple quick shout outs. I just want to thank 2 Minute Tabletop for the beautiful music that we're listening to. And I want to uh, blah, blah, blah. I just said, okay, 2 Minute Tabletop for the maps that we're using, because the maps are beautiful, and then Tabletop Audio for the beautiful music that we listen to. So yeah, I've already. All right, so please make sure to join us every Tuesday night for our Heroes of Greyhawk campaign, where DM Dave leads us through the world of Greyhawk, and a couple of these lovely people are playing in that game as well. So check us out on Tuesdays. And if you want to get involved in the shenanigans, if you want to play as well, join our Discord, because we do more than share coffee memes and discuss TTRPGs. Sometimes we organize games, and if we get to know you, there's a better chance that you'll be in one of these lovely live streamed or off streamed games. So come on by, join our Discord. All right. And then I would like to say we have a sponsor. We would like to thank the good folks at Troll Lord Games for sponsoring the Undying Sky. And tonight we will be giving a $10 gift promo card, $10 promo code at the end of the stream for one lucky winner that we can use to purchase digital loot. See, this is already going like so gangbusters tonight. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait for how good this is going. But we're giving away $10 promo code for one lucky winner to use to purchase digital loot over the Troll Lord Games website. So please enter our drawing by typing !drawing into the chat, and you're entered to win. We'll do the drawing at the end. And I think it's time for these lovely players to help me out a little with the talking. So we're going to go around, and I would like you guys to introduce yourselves, and then introduce your character by saying who they are and what they look like. And we will start with Tara.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tara. You can find me on the socials as Your Know Me or Your Know Me Too. I'm also here on Twitch and a lot of other places. Just look for this wonderful face, maybe different hair, but wonderful face. I am playing Blinken Troggenbow. She is a rock gnome, and she obviously, warlock, but cleric tendencies. She is very short, gray pale skin, gray highlighted hair, kind of dressed ready to do some cleric work, and ready to learn and go and be with her friends that she has now made.
Yeah, wonderful. And she's been such a fun little character with her rock licking tendencies for this game. Just a delight. And next up, Shelly.
Oh, hey, yo, it's Shelly. I don't know why that surprised me.
Just wait until you looked away.
I am Flea Monkey out in the world, and hey, it's Flea Monkey on Instagram and Threads. Tonight I'm playing Jillian Zane, who is a rogue warlock goth extraordinaire. She looks pretty typically goth. She's got pale skin, dark hair. She's got a little silver necklace that she doesn't like to show people, but if you were looking at her when nobody else was, you might see a little silver bunny on it, and perhaps she gets a little bit wistful look in her eyes when she's holding it. Otherwise, completely black clothing and a cool black cape that she's still kind of sporting around here and there all around the square.
I really love the work that you put into Jillian Zane, and I hope that eventually some of her backstory comes out because it's amazing.
It's
And
quite the opposite of the exquisite darkness that she likes so much.
yeah, I can't wait. I hope it really does. It's adorable. Anyway, so glad to have you on the stream. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.
And next up we have Tythalanos.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tythalanos. You can find me online, Twitch, Twitter, all the things as Tythalanos. I stream video games and TTRPGs over on my channel. But tonight I am playing Loyal, a kind of purplish tiefling with some jeweled up kind of horns, who is a monk warlock combo. I guess that's really about it for me. I'm still kind of in awe of the fact that there was backstory right behind right behind Jillian, and we didn't know about it.
More, but there's more backstory.
No, needs it.
Yeah, and I had so much fun assisting with your backstory and traumatizing you, embellishing on the story of the, doting brother helping out his sister and what really befell to Gladness while you were gone.
Yes, be wary gifting your DM a family member, everybody. Orphans can be the less traumatizing way to go. But no, it was great. I loved it.
Good. Yeah, it has been so much fun. And then we have Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch. Tonight, I will be playing Gren. Let me get his picture up. There he is. Dark red hair, kind of a skinny guy, covered with tools. He is part artificer and, of course, part warlock now. And yeah, I also have snuck in an image of his new homunculus servant, Randall.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out with the rats and the chickens. But he is a mechanical flying rat.
I had a lot of fun with Gren, and especially Gren's inability to roll a wisdom save to save his life.
Right.
He
Yep.
is, Grandma's #1 fan.
Mm-hmm.
Eating all of the cookies that are probably just dust.
Mm-hmm. Dust
down
cookies.
in her lair. That was so much fun, and also the chickens, and all the other animals that you decided that you needed to speak to. Really has been a pleasure. And not to forget, Andy is also the producer of this stream, so he is doing the work of 3 people back there pushing all those buttons.
Pushing the buttons. Moving, turning the knobs. Sliding.
Right.
Unmuted.
I'm sliding sliders.
Making all the magic happen.
I'm making it sound more complicated than it is.
It's super complicated. But I think, without further ado, we should do a recap. So, last time on the Undying Sky, Gren created a homunculus named Randall Aguinaire, part rat, part chicken. The party then arrived in the town of Cherry Springs, where Gren attempted to outfit Randall in some snazzy new clothes, though in true tourism fashion there was nothing without "Welcome to Cherry Springs" on it. Jillian and Loyal bought maps from a tourism center, one of which showed an ancient ruin near the source of Cherry Springs. Then it was to the Fallen Acorn Inn to sample some of their 27 flavors of pie. The party decided that they should try to get jobs in town for the alley brigade, who are still following them after the jailbreak. And at that time, a frantic traveler ran into the inn to announce that Elisar had been overrun by zombies. The party had a worried debate about what to do next, and they decided they should visit the ruins in Cherry Springs. Before leaving, Julian shared a touching goodbye with chords that hinted at a budding romance, and then it was off to the ruins. Blinken was inspecting said ruins when suddenly they realized they were not alone. So, I think I need all of my party to roll initiative.
Woo. All right.
13.
Okay. 13 for Blinket.
15 for Jillian.
15 for Jillian.
23 for Loyal.
Perfect. What you get?
10
Gren?
for Gren. And Randall will go on my turn. We don't. I just realized we don't have a token for him. We do.
Okay.
Actually, I made one. I just didn't give it to you.
Okay. Let me just see. He's
Do
a
we have, like,
rat, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I might just have a rat. I don't have a rat with chicken wings made of metal, but we'll all have to use our
figure.
imagination, I guess.
So limiting here.
Theater of the
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Just pretend it's magic.
Yep.
Got so many tokens in here. I'm gonna have to do something about it. Okay. Second.
When you say do something, you don't mean murder us.
That was a long pause.
That was a really long
You hesitated.
pause. Oops. I immediately started sweating.
Okay, here is a giant rat. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Actually, let me make sure that you can move it. There you go. Now you can have a giant rat.
Woohoo!
All right. Yeah, so that's Randall, the rat chicken. Yeah, so by the way, I'm gonna leave Randall's verbiage up to you, Andy.
Okay. All right.
Whether or not you want him to speak and what you want him to say. All right. You are in the middle of this beautiful, scenic springs and ruins. It is the middle of the night, maybe 11, 12 at night. There's a full moon out. And in the dim darkness, you had been examining an archway covered in runes, and they seem to kind of glow and reflect the moonlight. And Loyal was able to decipher some of the runes that kind of said something about a portal to another world or another plane. And Blinken was then inspecting them up close as she used her gnomish skills to lick the rock for additional information. And that is when you noticed surrounding you were these twisted forms, almost branch-like, with gnarled physical limbs and mossy growths on them, and terrifying tree faces were completely surrounding you. So, first up, we have Loyal. It is your turn.
Are we staying or are we running? And I'll actually just spend my action casting false life upon myself.
Okay. Yeah. Some little free fighting juice. That's good.
Hyping myself up a little.
Yeah. Next up, we have Jillian.
Jillian is going to turn to Loyal and say, "Well, I don't know. What are we doing? I thought we were just here to look around." And I will sort of slowly start to pull my crossbow out. But I'm not taking any aggressive moves yet.
Okay. Blinken. You look up from licking the stone archway. What do you do?
I want to make friends with the trees. Let's see. Blinken would probably take a step back from licking the ruins. And then just kind of look at Jillian and take out her mace, but not take any steps towards fighting.
Okay. Gren, what do you and your new best friend, Randall, do?
Gren is just gonna kind of ready himself, and he's gonna just, Randall, fly, get up in the air, and a little set of wings will pop out of the back of Randall's cloak, and he's gonna fly, I don't know, about 20 feet up in the air.
Yeah, the light catches his tiny T-shirt of "Welcome to Cherry Springs" as he lights into the air.
It's bedazzled.
And now it is their turn. Okay, so the first thing that happens, Andy, you're gonna have to turn on some slapping music because one of them casts Entangle, and grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, which is pretty much that middle section. And for the duration, these plants turn the ground to difficult terrain. Anybody on that platform, which is all of you, are going to have to succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. So, please make a strength saving throw. Who got less than a 10?
Loyal.
Okay. So
Dirty 20.
those who got less than a 10 are find themselves entangled with these grasping vines as they wrap around you and pull you tight and stop you from moving. You are now restrained. A restrained creature cannot. Sorry, hold on a second. A creature restrained by the plants can use their action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, you can free yourself, but that will be at your turn. So, for now, you are all with the condition restrained. Next up, these guys are going to tree stride. Well, it's not quite a tree stride. They're gonna kind of misty step-ish out, and suddenly you blink and they're right up close to you. Their twisted, gnarled forms look wrong. This isn't what you would imagine like a beautiful tree creature or a dryad or something magical. This is something that is dried and twisted and possibly decaying as they come for you. So, the first one is going to attempt to attack. And that will be this little guy first. And they get... Let's see. All right. That will be 19. And they're going to go for Gren first. Does 19 hit you?
19 does hit.
Okay. You get bludgeoned with its trunk-like arms as it just beats you down like a club for... Is that real? Ouch. Hold on a second.
Great to hear.
Oh no, that's two. Sorry, that's good. Good. I was like, but that would kill him outright. Hold on a second.
It's these little guys, right? Oh, I just realized. They're all around us.
Second. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you take 10 damage as this branch comes down upon you, and you kind of see like a faint like shimmer through the roots, or like the curvature of its twisted branch arms. And then this one is gonna go. That is 24 to hit.
Who's it
Or-
attacking?
This one is attacking, Jillian Zane
Ah,
Oh.
for 12 damage as this club comes down
Oh.
upon you.
What did I do?
you hit hard.
Kapow!
Didn't even. It's on.
This one's gonna go. It is going to be attacking Loyal. Why am I rolling good today? Why of all days?
Exactly.
25 to hit
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
That hits.
for 6 damage. And the last one, which also could only reach Loyal. Sorry, Loyal. That one lashes out 23 to hit
Sure.
for 11 damage.
I will use my reaction to do Hellish Rebuke on that second one, because oh my goodness. Let's see.
All right.
They need to make a dexterity savings throw.
Okay.
Got to beat a 13.
14. I'm sorry. Like, man.
That's fine. They'll take
I'm-
half the damage.
I'm making up for the fact that I was just rolling like 1s, 2s, and 3s for most of the
The
campaign.
whole campaign, yep. 19, so half, so 9 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, it does not like that. It starts shrieking in like almost an inhuman kind of sound. And you're up and close and personal to see that its eyes are black and they don't look very humanoid. So that was okay, the one that took damage. You said 9?
9 fire damage.
But it seems to have done more damage than you thought with fire. As it kind of bursts into flames, and it's kind of writhing back and forth as it shrieks. Then, Loyal, it's your turn.
I don't think I have the chance to just waste a turn, so I'm going to try to make an attack with the staff of striking that Gren passed on. And
Yeah,
Novicius, thank
that
you
loot.
for that advantage. I'm going to have to need that to cancel out this disadvantage. To make a strike on the one that I hellish rebuked, please.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, I will use 3 of its charges to do some extra damage. Okay, so it's 1d6 extra. So first it is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, yeah. You don't even have to go further.
Oh, good.
This thing explodes into pieces of rotted wood, some of which are still on fire after just your first hit.
Then I will use my bonus action to strike at the other one. This one will be disadvantaged, though.
Okay.
That would be a natural 1.
A natural 1 does not hit.
And otherwise, he's restrained and can't move. So that is it for Loyal.
Okay. Yeah. So next up, Jillian.
Okay, well, that last hit hurt a lot, so instead of pulling out the crossbow, she's gonna pull out the rapier and get in that weird fencing stance and stab at the one that is right in front of her here.
Okay.
Well, that's a 13.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay. And I get sneak attack, I think, right? Because it is also fighting Gren.
I believe that's.
Which one
Yeah, I
are you
think that's how
attacking?
that works.
Ooh.
She's going for the one
The
that is
one
closest
that's-
to you.
Oh, yeah, you would get it on that one. Yep.
Oh, I rolled terribly. So that's 6, 9 damage.
Okay, yeah. You hit it with your rapier as opposed to really kind of poke it, and just bits of rotted wood explode off of it. You can kind of like smell the smell of decay on it.
Grandma would love this.
All right.
I'll say that out loud.
Next up, Blinken.
Blinken is not liking how 2 of her friends, or all of her friends, have gotten hit. So she's gonna yell out, "Let me know if you need me," to all of her friends. And then she's going to, yeah,
I need
they
you.
know what I mean. They know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
hit
then
something.
Yeah, and then I think Blanket's gonna run up to this dude. Well, she's not running up. She's gonna stay where she's at because she's ridiculous. And she's gonna cast Eldritch Blast on that.
Okay.
Let's see. 19 to hit.
That hits.
7 damage.
Okay. And that is necrotic damage?
That's a good idea. That's a question. Force damage.
Okay, yeah. You blast it, almost like hitting it with a rock. You can see it kind of bash backwards from the recoil.
And that's the end of her turn.
All right. Gren.
Okay, Gren is going to also attack the one in front of him and Jillian. He's going to take a swing with his quarterstaff.
Get it.
That's fine. Pretty good. Dirty 20 to hit. Oh, nice. 10 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Yeah, you hear this, like, the dull thud of wood hitting wood, and one of its limbs kind of falls off as you strike it. It's still upright.
Randall is going to let out a little shriek, and he's going to fly kind of like he's 20 feet up in the air. He's going to fly back behind Gran a little bit and fire off a, forget what it's called again.
Eldritch Blast?
He can shoot a force strike.
Oh.
Andy.
What does that look like,
Mhm.
Andy?
I don't know, just like this big zap of blue light shoots out of Randall's hand straight at the tree creature.
His tiny rat
Mhm.
hand.
Yes. Mechanical rat paw. That's 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that is... Hold on. I know my character. Five points of force damage.
That's all it takes. How do you want to do this? How does Randall
Randall-
dispatch this?
Randall's just gonna just blast him with this force, this beam of force energy, and the little tree guy is gonna kind of squeal and fall over backwards into the water. And Gren's just gonna go, "Yes, Randall!" And then, yeah, and then they go back to the fight.
Awesome. Yes, you watch as this weird tree creature falls backwards into the water and then kind of proceeds to float in the cherry springs, but it is no longer moving. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I'll stay right here. I'll stay here.
Okay. It is their turn. All right. So this nasty creature is going to take another swing at Jillian with its shiny arm. Does 14 hit you?
Meets it beats. Yep.
Okay. And that would be
least that
11
looked pretty.
damage as
Oh.
it just beats down upon you with its limbs of wood. You know, like you do. Then it is this guy's turn. He's gonna take a step over, and then he's gonna try to lay the pain down on Loyal. That is only 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, yeah, it makes a wild swing, but you are able to duck under and move to the side and feel the air as it moves past your face. But you managed to evade this round. And luckily, the other two have died. So, Loyal, it's your turn.
I think Loyal's just gonna keep on struggling against the vines and doing what he can to kill this thing. So he'll make an attack with the staff again.
All right,
21 to hit
that hits.
for only 5 points of damage. Oh, sorry, 7 points of damage.
All right. 7 points of
And the bonus action attempt as well. And that's a 7.
Yeah, 7 does not hit. But little by little, you're chipping away at this weird, gnarled, decaying plant creature. All right. Jillian, it's your turn.
Jillian will take a turn to her left there. She is she's pretty injured, but despite that, she is going to say to it, "I like the darkness in your eyes, but I like to see them close." And I will take a stab at it.
Would that
Alright.
be the exquisite darkness?
The exquisite darkness in your eyes. It's my favorite weapon.
Mhm.
That is that's a 16.
That hits.
That does not get. Let me see. Nobody else is fighting this guy. Oh. Nope, no sneak attack. So
Ooh, yeah.
not bad though. 9 damage.
Yeah, you deal it a impressive blow, and even part of its head kind of falls off as you hit it, but
Cool.
it just continues to attack you with its one blackened eye now.
Even cooler.
Blinken.
Blinken will be watching Jillian and notice that she's taken a couple hits and will probably look at her and start concentrating on healing word.
Sure, they will appreciate that.
She will.
Thank you. You get 8 points back.
Thank you.
And that's all Blinken can do for right now.
That's a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. Gren.
Gren is going to back up a little bit just to get a better shot at this creature next to Jillian, and he's going to fire off a firebolt at it.
Yeah.
Let's see. 15 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. Oh. 9 fire damage.
Yeah. How do you want to dispatch this?
It just bursts into flames and starts squealing. And then just
Perfect.
falls over.
Jeez,
Yeah,
real
it
squealers.
shrieks. This inhuman shrieking kind
Yeah.
of noise, as this half-headed remains of whatever this plant creature was begins to immolate and then collapses on the stone in front of you, still burning a little bit.
Randall will make a little squeak and turn around and fire off a force blast at the one in front of Loyal.
Good boy.
Lay it on him, Randall! 15 to hit again?
Yeah, Randall's the
Nice.
best boy.
He's
Yes.
a handy Randy.
5 force damage.
All right, yeah. He deals it a square blow as he makes part of its hand explode and fall off. So now it just has like a stump limb on one arm.
Ooh.
And now it's its turn because it's the only one remaining. It is going to, you know what? It's gonna try to attack Randall. It's mad.
He is up in the air, just so you know.
How high is Randall?
He's like 20 feet in the air.
Okay, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Then he's gonna, you know what? He's gonna go for you, Gren. Because Randall is kind of flitting about you, but higher up.
Can I get a swing at him as he runs away?
You can, as it kind of like is distracted by this creature. You definitely have a chance to attack it.
Nope, that's an 11.
Okay, yeah, you are too tangled up in the roots, and you don't have a good swing at it. So this thing is going to try to hit Gren. Oh, it's only an 11 to hit, though. See, now we're
Misses.
back to rolling my normal way. So yeah, so that wildly swings as it's distracted by this flying metal rat chicken in a bedazzled t-shirt. Okay.
Rightly
Loyal.
so.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
With
know.
little red cherries
That's what I'm
all
saying.
over it.
Loyal's actually just going to try to break free of the entangle this turn. So that's a 10, which I think was what I needed.
Yeah, if it meets, it beats. So yes, you would.
Hey, that's my turn. Breaking free.
Yeah, you're just barely able to like squeeze free of one of these grasping roots, and next turn you will be more mobile. Jillian.
I'm gonna I see an opportunity to do. Oh well, you know what? I probably wouldn't look behind me. I will continue to poke at the one that's right in front of me that I just swung at last time.
Oh, I think that one's down now, right?
Yeah, that one's dead.
Oh,
Oh, can I
That's the
re-roll
one-
in my to hit?
Yeah.
No,
Gren
this is actually
set
gonna
that
work.
one on
So
fire.
okay. Well, it
yeah,
doesn't have any
you're
blood
you're
on
right.
it, so I
was
wasn't sure.
distracted, so let me
Okay.
drop the blood on it.
Then, as it drops, previously, I'll turn around, assess, see that last one, see it distracted by the bedazzled flying rat, and take my shot. Actually, can I pull up my crossbow and shoot, or is pulling out the crossbow gonna cost me something because I'm restrained at
No,
all?
you can pull out a weapon and shoot, but if you were holding something, putting that away would cost.
I'm just gonna drop it.
Yeah, you
an
can
action.
drop
Yeah,
it.
dropping it is
Mhm.
free action.
Yeah, I'll drop it and I'll shoot with the crossbow. With that last one, and that is for a 16, which I can add my sneak attack this time.
Okay.
Still not great. 9 damage.
All right. Yeah. You shoot it with the crossbow, and just a little thunk. There's an arrow sticking out of it. It doesn't seem to notice.
Okay. Sure, I'm not a flying rat, so pay no attention to me. Oh,
Not
Blinken.
nearly as cool.
no.
Just kidding.
Still pretty awesome, but the bedazzled rat will turn some heads, especially since it's not a squirrel, which is what people say usually. Anyway, Blinken is concerned about Loyal, so she is going to return her focus to him and cast Healing Word on him as well.
Okay.
Beautiful. And he gets 9 hit points back.
Thank
How
you.
does your healing magic look when you cast it?
So Blinken usually would focus really hard, and then out of her aura comes, and it's focused directly onto the person, a little stream of light, and it hits the person in the chest and gives them back their points.
All right. Yeah, this healing light strikes you in the chest, and you feel better.
That's the
Right.
end of Blinken.
Grant, it's your turn.
Okay, where are we?
Oh, we got a raid. Thanks,
Yes.
Heroes and Hooligans, for your raid.
Yay, thank you.
Gren is going to try to smash this one in front of him with his quarterstaff.
Yeah, go for it.
It's 14 plus 5, 19 to hit.
That hits.
Wood on wood.
Yeah.
The best.
Ooh, bad damage roll though. What's the plus? That's just 4 bludgeoning this time.
All right. Yeah, it shrieks a little and focuses its black eyes upon you.
When Randall sees that, he's gonna go and fire off another force blast at him.
Get him, Randall. Protect your daddy.
Papa needs help. That's 19 plus 4.
That hits.
Yeah, 23 to hit. And that is a 1. Oh, 4 plus 2, 6 force damage.
Oh yeah. Randall blows a hole through this tree creature as the rotted wood just blows out the other side. It is barely staying upright.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
And it gets one chance to attack. It's gonna try to go for you, Gren. Come on.
Take that hit for your son.
Yeah, they do. All right. That is dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
For 8 bludgeoning damage
Ah!
as it throws its body against you. Loyal. This
Oh.
thing is so close to death's door.
And luckily, Free of the Vines is going to step forward and smash this thing to bits.
Yeah.
It's an 18
Yep.
Woohoo!
for 12 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I think it's
Yeah.
just kind of chopping wood, but with a quarterstaff, just straight down.
Yeah, it's form riddled with holes, just bursts apart into rotted wood and shards as it gives up the ghost, and its eyes fade from black to the brown color of its wood skin. And you are currently out of combat.
Well, that was
Choo-choo.
unexpected. But
Oh.
still kind of expected.
I hope they weren't good guardians.
Did you see their eyes?
They
No
didn't
way.
seem very
I was
good.
a little preoccupied. Apologies.
Yeah, you were stuck in the twigs, right?
Did you see how well Randall did? Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's quite effective.
Way to go,
Wait.
Randy.
Good little son there.
Blinken will go,
Savage-
"Can I
savage
have you,
attacker."
Andy?"
Yeah, he'll fly down and do a little jig because he's happy.
Aww.
Yeah, he's celebrating.
That's adorable. And you hear a little voice um from the bushes kind of to one side call out, "Are they gone?"
What?
You all look over and you lay your eyes on um a slightly green-skinned, pink-haired, humanoid um, woman who kind of like pops out of the bushes. Some of you might recognize that this is a dryad or some combination of dryad and maybe a forest nymph.
Yeah, they're gone. Thanks for your help. By the
Wait.
way, what was that?
Oh, well, um, that was, um, that one was my, great aunt Miracles,
Oh,
and that one was my great great grandfather Ivy, and that, you know, maybe we won't get into it, but I guess this is the second time they've, been out walking around. It's something about this moon tonight. Everything's kind of gone crazy.
you saying the second time? So another time, was it another moon like this too?
Oh, I just meant when they were actually alive the first time.
Oh, sorry.
How?
She like looks over at the one floating in the cherry spring.
Do you think they'll still want to drink that?
Mm,
Jillian's gonna get to work pulling it out of the water and up onto the shore,
they
trying not to get wet. Cause
that
ugh.
was your family? They didn't look like you. What happened
Oh,
to them?
well, you know, when a dryad dies, we kind of dehydrate a little bit, and our, all the green turns brown, and then like we shrink in, especially after we've been buried for a long time.
Oh, so the last time you saw them, they were buried?
Yeah, um, everything's been kind of weird, for the last couple hundred years. So things aren't quite how they used to be, from what I've been told. Um,
How?
but
100. How old are you?
oh gosh, only like 300-400.
She looks like she's a good like I don't know 18 years old.
And what would your name be?
Oh, I'm Hyacinth.
Nice to meet you, Hyacinth. My name is Blinkin. Some people call me Blink or Wink. I don't know why.
Oh, that is such a fun name, Lincoln. Most of my family gets named after plants.
Um, what are you doing in these pots?
Oh, well, it's my family's job to watch over the shrine here. And like wait for things to get better.
Better than what?
Well, like I said, things haven't been so good. We're my great great grandmother was a priestess of Hester. Um, only there was a problem with that, and then all of her magic started to stop working. Um, and um, yeah, things aren't so good anymore.
I see that.
So you guys are just waiting. You're not doing anything at all. You're just waiting for it to get better.
Well, I mean,
She kind of looks like,
um, well, I mean, why do you guys care? Like, who are you? And why are you here in the shrine?
Lincoln will probably look over at Jillian and then over at Gren and then at Loyal because she's already introduced herself. So she's like, what?
We were actually just curious and looking about. We're new to the area.
You know this is on a map, right? I'll pull out my map. We bought this in town. Curious. I mean, you know, it's on a map. We want to check it out.
And, you
Why
know,
not do it in the middle of the night?
earlier today, that was a wonderful thing to do. But, you know, I think the moon, did something to them. Like
Did
I
it-
said, our magic is all messed up right now, and,
Did it just happen tonight? It hadn't happened before this?
well, our magic, used to be really impressive. Um, my, my family, many generations back, created the spring, using the power of Hester, our beloved moon. But unfortunately, um, some time back there was like a big fight, and these people came through here, and we did the best we could, but our magic got um, less and less powerful, and my great grandmother took um, something through the portal, and she said to let her know when things got better.
Lincoln will say, wait. Grandma?
Did you say grandmother?
What did she
Well-
take? She did say grandma, you guys.
But her
Well,
grandmother.
My grandmother, well, I mean, do you guys even know who Hester is?
Does she
Potentially.
ever go by other names? I think we
Sure.
know.
She's the goddess of beauty and the moon and the ocean waves and the goddess of dreams.
Yes, we know the names.
Well, my grandmother, Rose Petal, she went through the portal because she got something important from those raiders. And she said that she would keep it safe until things got better. But things never got better. And I haven't seen her in a really, really long time. Well, actually, I've never seen her. I've just heard about it.
You know, we do think we may know somebody and are actually trying to find things to bring back the strength of the previous moon. Kind of would you be willing to help us out and open up the portal?
You want to go into the portal? Are you sure?
No, but it might be in our best interest to.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm just supposed to, like, let strangers through the portal. I think that's against what I was told to watch for.
Do you happen to know the name Ventus?
Who's Ventus?
Okay. Somebody you won't know. No worries. I figured it's all good. But I think we should at least. Hey, you could probably tell us a little bit more about this portal, right? I mean, it's written all over this place.
Well, I mean, yes. As the tour says, this is the Cherry Springs, and this is the beautiful gateway of dreams. Throw a penny into the springs, and you will have good dreams.
She says in a very animatronic kind of way that a tour guide might.
A sidebar with my friends over here. Excuse me, Hyacinth. I need to ask them a quick question, okay? Hey guys, do you think I should contact Grandma and see if her name was Rosemary?
I don't think they're the same person.
You mean
Truth.
her great grandmother? Hyacinth's great grandmother?
she
Is that
went
what you're
through
talking about?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or if her name was possibly Hester?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Okay.
What if? Oh, wait. What if she says yes? Or you want to go through this portal?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
what?
If she took something and it was grandmother's, grandmother may want it back.
It's true. But we should probably take it out and ask her while we're here. I mean, there could be something here too. So, second question, is your name also Hester? And then
Got it.
2, anything you want us to find here?
Can you distract Hyacinth so she doesn't see me talking to a dead frog?
Yes.
Okay. Lincoln will say, Hyacinth, you've been super helpful to me. Thank you so much. And then kind of back away and wait for the others to go forward before reaching into her bag and grabbing out the little frog.
Yeah,
You know.
you pull out a tiny taxidermied frog in overalls that you lifted off of grandmother's shelf, and you look into its taxidermy little eyes.
Grandma, are you there?
It takes a moment, but you see the faint green glow appear in one of its tiny little eyes, and you get the feeling that she's listening.
Grandma, we need some information from you if you have a moment to spare.
You hear,
I am sort of busy right now.
Okay, just 2
Can
quick
it
questions.
wait?
2 quick questions. 2 really quick questions. Number 1, do you need anything from this area that we're at right now?
you see the little frog's eyes like shift to the left and shift to the right.
I'm not noticing anything here.
And number 2, are you also known as Hester?
Oh my, yes. I haven't heard that name many, many years.
Okay, thanks. We don't mean to interrupt. We'll talk to you soon. Love you, Grandma. Bye.
Ah. So,
Lincoln. Go ahead.
how was Jillian distracting Hyacinth?
Oh, Jillian, yeah, so she'll go up there and say, what kind of music do you like?
Oh my. And she starts like fidgeting with her pink hair. She's like, I like all kinds of things.
You like something with a good beat?
That sounds wonderful. Um, I like folk music, and I love um spirituals and um campfire songs.
What about dark wave?
What's that?
Yeah.
I'll show you some dance steps.
Yeah,
And
what
so
is
Jillian's gonna show her some like, punching the air kind of dance steps that go along with this dark music that has a driving beat behind it.
Randall starts copying you.
Go, Randall.
Yeah.
Back me up. Loyal, you wanna take the other side?
I'm too old for that, I think.
Okay. Well, we're all doing some kind of dance step to distract her.
Yeah,
You
she
can
starts
do it too.
clapping, but she can't keep a beat. It's actually quite distracting and awful.
Hyacinth, have you just been here ever since you lost your family? Can you leave here?
Well, it's my family's duty to mind the temple and like to wait for Rose Petal, the priestess, to come back.
And this is the temple, or what's left of it? Is there any more of it that we're not seeing right now?
Well, I mean, the rest of it is through.
Oh.
I mean, that's not on the tour though. But it's it's sort of surrealist as well. Um,
Did Rose Petal give any indication how she was going to get back, or when, or if it was going to be difficult?
well, I think she wanted us to come get her when our magic came back, and like whatever happened with Hester kind of cleared up. But like I said, we all got weaker, and I don't know. Things seemed really bad there. Like our magic kind of changed for a while, and spells weren't working right.
Have you tried your magic recently?
Um, like not since my relatives rose from the dead.
Mm. That must have been difficult.
Really sorry about
Yeah.
what we did too.
Yeah, I did.
We didn't know.
If I knew
Oh no,
that
no,
was your
they're
family.
already dead. I mean,
Okay.
they probably, could have hurt somebody really bad.
Yeah, they did attack us.
They did actually
Yeah,
hurt us pretty
yeah.
bad. Too.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I was hiding in this bush because I felt like they wanted to eat the flesh of the living. But,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel terrible about that. Since their spirits have already passed on, and are hopefully rejoined with Hester if she's okay wherever she is. But Yeah. Do you think she's gonna get better, Hester?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Like you're from out of town, obviously, and you seem to maybe know about magic stuff. Do you know if she's okay?
Lincoln will come up and say, Hyacinth, my dear, you and I have something very similar, so very, very much in common.
Is there a taste in music?
It's not the taste in music, but I do agree
Oh.
there is some pretty good jams on your side. That I will give you that. You and I really cherish and relate to the same god,
Oh,
goddess.
you're a follower of Hester.
And she takes your hands and like squeezes them in like this little like ugh.
Do you feel her magic on me when you touch me?
She like sniffs you.
I think you smell a little divine.
I recently have talked to her.
Oh my goodness, you got to speak directly to her?
I have, and that's probably what you smell on me. Now, here's the thing. She sent us to you so that you could help us get through this portal. So we are
Okay.
not just random people that you don't know.
Please make a deception roll as you are basically telling her she is the chosen one to bring back whatever this thing is.
Okay, not awful, but 12.
She goes, me, um, oh gosh, uh, um, I don't think I am strong enough to go in there.
Okay.
And I don't think that it doesn't feel like, at least to me, that everything's back to how it should be. Like,
I-
I'm still very weak
Mhm.
magically, and
I I agree with you. I understand where you're coming from here.
but I could open the gate up.
Hyacinth, I have a question.
Mhm.
When your family came back from being dead, had that ever anything like that ever happened before? Like things coming back from and walking around?
No. You know, Hester is the goddess of death as well, but you know,
Okay, that
like,
makes a lot of sense. Just
usually things don't come back. Unless maybe she's really mad. Oh gosh.
We have well, she's usually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I think who you know as Hester, we've been calling grandmother.
Well, I mean, she is a very familial kind of a goddess.
She makes
Very
great cookies.
sweet.
She makes
and
amazing cookies,
good.
by the way. So nice.
Okay.
We're I have so many questions.
Where does the gate lead to?
Well, because you are also a worshiper of the moon, I suppose I can let you know this is the portal to the realm of dreams. I know
The
it's
realm of dreams.
really impressive. Like we don't tell the regulars, right? But you can walk through this portal into the realm of dreams. And all the dreams that have ever been dreamt. And um so Rose Petal, she found she killed somebody that was trying to spirit away this um, bit of magic, and so she went through the dream portal um, to lock away this reliquary in the vault so that it would be safe because they weren't supposed to have it. Um,
Is that what
but we
they
kind of
came? Is that what they came here for?
oh, no, we don't know where exactly they came from, but they came through town um, a long time, I guess, by small people terms, but or soft people terms, um, and we caught them with it, so we took it from them. At least that's what I was told. I was merely a seed in my mother's bowels at the time.
This was the item that was taken through the portal then? This little magic thing that the raiders came for?
Well, that they had, you know. So
Temporarily. Yeah.
right, they must have stolen it. Um, but we were expecting someone to come from the main temple. Um, but we're like a little tiny forest temple. Um, so we're not really that important.
I wouldn't say that you're not important. Everyone has a part in worshiping their part for their god. So
Well, we've been keeping things exactly how they were for the last, several hundred years. I mean, more than she counts. The last 1,000 years.
You said you were expecting somebody from the main temple to come and get this item? What were they going to do with it
We'll return to Hester, of course.
in the main temple?
Yeah, the people that are more important, the ones, the high priestesses, and like
Where was the main temple?
well, I
It
think
was
the main
before I was born.
temple was um just north of the city, like this tiny little farming community called Elisar. Um, and so like it was just like the temple. Um,
Do you
it
know what
was
Mhm.
oh, it was so
happened?
beautiful. But they had this room um in it that was like it was like really long and it was super dark, and they called it the Hall of Endless Night. And it was like you were in the middle of the forest in the night. It was very beautiful.
And
I mean,
so,
or so I was told.
do you know what happened to the temple? Is it still there?
Something happened to the temple?
Well, I mean, we've been to LSR and we didn't see her temple. Maybe.
Well, that doesn't make any
Either
sense at
that or they
all.
built something on top of it.
How could they? I mean, who would dare to do that?
So many things have changed in the years that you have been maintaining your temple. Um, the people of flesh that you talk about have switched from believing that Hestel is the god or goddess, I guess, of moon and dreams, and has said that they no longer believe it's her. So that's why we're concerned that the main temple is probably taken down and probably built over, because we have been to Alisar and we don't know of this temple. Maybe Jillian or Royal, do you see them on your... I know Jillian's, yours is of the city we're in, your map. Royal, you have a broader map. Does it maybe show the temple on that map?
And it shows a large city of Elisar that we just left, but not no temple within, I'm sure.
Mine is very specific. It shows here. No temple.
So it concerns me that the people of the flesh are not being told the truth about Hestel.
Well,
And if Hester is grandmother, they actually I think they imprisoned her.
oh my gosh.
But we have a way to... We know some of the steps to help get her out, and that's what we've been working on.
Oh my goodness. And she just hugs you. Oh, you have to help her. Oh, it's just like, just full out, like, fangirl crying.
Now, I don't mean to upset you, but we also believe that people stole some things from her, and that's what it might be hurting your powers as well as her powers. So we are on a road to help her find these things.
Okay. Well, I I would do whatever I can. And like I said, I can open the portal for you. Um if you want to go through it, but it is very dangerous. And it's difficult sometimes to tell what's real and what's not in the dream realm.
So Lincoln will turn to her cohorts and say, Grandmother said she doesn't see anything here that will help her. So I don't know if that meant that we should go through the portal to find something for her, but she was a little busy when I tried talking to her, so I got like 5 seconds to talk to her.
Yeah, it's a long shot she was even going to have time for us, you know. She was a little busy a little while ago, too, so. Well,
I do expect something is there, but I guess I did not expect the temple to be that dangerous.
we can't go straight there. We have to go back and say goodbye to our people. Well, my people, I guess. Could we
True,
just do that
it
first?
It might take some time. If you go through, it might not be as quick. It's tricky navigating through dreams.
What does that mean exactly, not as quick?
Well, it's not, from what I understand, from hearing from the teachings, it's not like you just walk into a room. It's like you walk into a whole different plane. almost. I mean, have you ever heard of the Fey realm? I mean, it's sort of like that, except where everything's not real, but it's real.
Are you guys sure
I
you want to? Oh, go ahead.
say I am hesitant to go in, and I am more hesitant to bring Gladness along to something like this. But I guess I see no other direction to go, and it seems like grandmother might be a little busy to send us somewhere farther away.
Well, if you're looking for parts of Hester's essence, um, there is one in there. Rose petal. You know, I thought that after, you know, if it were me, if it had been a few hundred years, um, I would just come back and see what was going on. But I've never seen her come out, and nobody said that she ever came out. So she's got to be in there. Oh, you can't sense anything once from the gate. It's sort of a palace of the mind, or a dreamer's vault.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's why we built a temple here.
And yeah. So guys, I feel like that's the next place that we know we can go to get something for Grandma. And since we're here and she's busy, she can't exactly help us get there. And she is not sensing it on this side. So maybe if we get in there, we can talk to her and see where something is. Unless, Hyacinth, do you know if there's anybody there that can show us around? Do you think we could find Rose Petal in there?
Oh gosh. Well, have you ever walked through a dream before?
No.
I have trained, but I have not been successful.
All right. Well, sometimes you can find a guide in your dreams, and they can lead you.
Is there also any guarantees that if all of us go together, that we will be together when we go through the gate?
Oh, I don't know. I've never gone through the gate. They said it was dangerous. So, I mean, I don't entirely know what to expect, but you know, Rose Petal's in there. And you know, if you've got a dream guide, you can probably find it.
I mean, I'm sure she's fine, and I'm sure we'll find a dream guide, and I'm sure we'll be able to get out whenever we want, right, you guys?
Well,
That's
maybe we
the spirit.
could take one extra day just to, prepare, right? And we should be able to find our dream guide.
I mean, at least if one of you does.
We don't really have any other good ideas right now how to continue what we need to continue.
Right. Unless you know of any other places they might have hidden things like this that might be easier to get to.
Don't involve going through a portal.
My temple and my family, we don't leave Cherry Springs. We're tied to the land and our duty to this temple. So I really haven't been anywhere. And I certainly didn't. I didn't even know that the Temple of Endless Night got disappeared.
So guys, I'm kind of leaning towards what Royal's saying. We go check up on the gang to make sure that we need to say our goodbyes, and then come back tomorrow to go through to see if we can go get Grandma's stuff.
Hyacinth, you'll be here tomorrow, right?
Always.
Always. Okay, so any time of day and night, we'll be here.
Most of the time, unless sometimes I'm in town to get some groceries or something. But otherwise, yes, I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Are there actual tours that come through here? I mean,
Yeah, there are mostly on the weekends.
okay. I don't know
During
how
the
that.
day, though.
Yep.
But,
Be weird if like we showed up and walked through a portal during a tour, I think. Okay.
The power of dreams tends to be stronger at night.
Makes sense.
And maybe a day past this awful moon phase that raises the dead might be better as well. Seems kind of unlucky or something.
Are you in need of anything that maybe we could help get you?
You could find my great grandmother Rose Petal.
Okay.
That would be great. And
I
then,
meant
if she stopped watching it, then maybe I could go visit another town.
I
You
was
didn't need
more
us to pick up any crackers or anything at the store tomorrow in town?
I have tried all the crackers. I'm okay.
Pie? I mean, have you tried all the pie?
And how?
And okay, point taken. Okay.
All right, and with that, we are going to take a little break. So, you guys are going to walk back to the Fallen Acorn Inn, and we will take a 10-minute break. And just to remind our viewers, we are giving away a $10 promo code to Troll Lord Games for some digital loot. So if you haven't done it yet, please enter our drawing to win, and it might be you. So please go ahead, and I wish you luck. All right, we'll see you in 10 minutes. welcome back to the Superior Adventurers Guild. This is the Undying Sky, and I am your host and DM, Minnesota Muse. So, where we left off, the party ventured down to the source of Cherry Springs to find a portal, which was revealed to them to be a portal to the realm of dreams, where a priestess many, many years ago entered through and hid a reliquary of grandmothers deep inside a dreamer's vault. And the current priestess, her great granddaughter, is willing to open the door to let you guys in to try to find this. So, to prepare for that, the party has decided to return back to the Fallen Acorn Inn. And what do you guys want to do next?
Jillian's first interest would be to see that the rest of the alley brigade didn't burn down the acorn, the fallen acorn, while we were gone.
Okay.
I think their training, their work day was supposed to be tomorrow, right?
Their interviews tomorrow.
Okay. So just make sure they didn't burn the place down while we were gone.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. You enter into the Fallen Acorn Inn, and there's no one up. Everybody has retreated to their rooms. So just the hearth is burning low. There is a little goblinish guy behind the bar who is like scrubbing some glasses clean, and he looks up at you.
Hey,
Can I help you?
we have rooms here. I don't mean to bother you in your work.
Okay, I'll go back to cleaning glasses.
And
It's important
he hops down,
job.
and it's clear that he was on some kind of a stool to reach the bar height.
Do we just want to go up?
Yeah.
It is quite late.
Yeah.
And we need to get a little bit of close eye, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Do you guys know what I mean? We need to rest a
That
little
sounds
bit.
so
You guys
creepy.
got
Sorry.
beat up.
Right.
Like
Is that a,
we need.
is that a gnome thing?
Don't wink at me and then have us go upstairs to our rooms. Blinking.
That's fair. Fair.
Okay. Going
But
upstairs.
you guys are still a little beat up. I can only
Mhm.
heal so much, so we do need to get some rest too. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys are able to navigate your way up to the rooms. You had gotten several different rooms. The alley brigade had kind of like eked out one of the rooms as theirs, and you walk into the bigger room, and you see that Gladness has fallen asleep on one of like the little couches that is sort of in the middle area of this suite, and you see a pile of clothes near like one of the other beds, which and a lump in a bed, which probably is Minerva. It's kind of a disaster area of just things just thrown everywhere. Unlike Gladness, who's like neatly like tucked away, like still in her clothes. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Well, Grenna's gonna find a cozy looking corner of the room somewhere and start getting set up like a space for him to sleep in.
Okay.
with Randall, helping him out, walking around with his backpack.
Yeah. It looks like there are two small like single beds that are still available, and there's like a king size bed that is like at one end.
Lincoln will go running for the king size bed
Tiny
and
little bed
realize Loyal's bigger. Oh.
I mean, if you want it, Lincoln.
It's okay. These little beds are giant for me too.
So did you say there were enough beds for everybody?
I mean, not entirely. There's there's 3 unclaimed beds, but one of them is like a huge one. So you guys can either be like, we're all taking our own bed and somebody's sleeping on the floor, or and that could be the person on watch.
Do we need
Yeah.
to take a watch in a room? Oh, why do I ask that out loud?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
We're
People
I
kind
just
of-
feel real
for us.
comfortable with that LSR overrun by zombies that happened
Yeah.
earlier.
and we're kind of wanted criminals, so
Mhm.
Shh.
There's
We're just wanted.
I mean, we're criminals in
some
their
of us are
mind.
criminals.
I don't feel like a criminal.
You guys did kill a couple people back in LSR.
Mhm. We did. I mean, it was
But they-
self-defense. That's
they
what we're
were-
telling everyone.
They
but
They were
had it
terrible
coming.
people.
they were terrible
However.
people. They attacked us. But we have not gotten an opportunity to tell our story. So currently we are criminals.
Might be wanted for questioning.
Yeah, so there's going to be a watch. I will start if you guys want. I mean, I'm a creature of the night, honestly, so I'm good with this.
I'll take
not,
second.
Not really. You guys don't take that seriously.
I'll
Second,
take
I'll wake you up.
Thank you.
I can just go whenever. I don't know, just wake me up.
Same.
I'll go after Blinken.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna attempt to do some kind of sleep dive, or
Would
you all
anybody
gonna-
around us know what that is, or do we already know because we were there?
I will say, Blinken, you have heard about the art of lucid dreaming, as that is part of the realm of the powers of the moon. And you've heard about stories about people who were able to visit other people's dreams, and dream walk, and you've even heard of the idea of a dream guide as a powerful spiritual entity that is specific to a dreamer, that you might find in a dream, but personally, you have not had these experiences yet. It's your impression that maybe if you got to a higher level within your temple, you would start being able to have powers to move or to whisper into people's dreams, but you haven't had any of those powers yet.
So then, before we hunker in, I think Blinken's going to kindly explain what she knows to the party. Also, maybe asking, because Minerva's probably fast asleep. Was Gladness awake when we got there?
No, she's
Okay.
It looked like maybe she was trying to stay up and awake because she's not fully clothed still, but she is softly snoring away on that couch.
So I'm going to softly explain what I know, and then I'm going to say, is this something do you guys think this is something we will want to try out before we go through this portal so that maybe we have a little bit more experience?
Yeah, I mean, she said that it was probably a good idea to have a guide, right? And that it could be pretty dangerous without one. I think we should try it.
Try something at least.
Here in
Yeah.
the safety of our room.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't really know how to do it, but
So maybe the person that's keeping watch could also try talking to each of us while we're sleeping, because that might have something to do with being able to talk to us while we sleep. Doesn't have to be full on like conversation, obviously, but like, check in and say hi or whatever. And then while we're doing our thing, then the person who's awake, we can report back if we heard them.
The real trick here is going to be not to wake up the sleeper by talking to them.
Right.
Yeah. Soothing tones. Okay. I can use soothing tones on you guys. You want me to just go to each one but once you're asleep? We'll do the same with each person.
And then we can see if we heard you. Should it be like a phrase or a code of some
Mhm.
sort?
Yeah. Then if I say your name, it'll probably wake you up. Yeah, what's our word gonna be? Pineapple?
Cookies.
Cookies? We should all have the same word. I'm not gonna remember everyone's separate word. Cookies? Is that what we want?
cookies.
It is.
Okay.
I have this book that has like all these prayers in it. Maybe we can find one for this dream realm. Might be worth a look. I mean, so Gran is gonna spend a minute and kind of go through this book of his and see if he can find anything referring to like any kind of sleep related prayer in the
Okay.
book.
Yeah, please give me a check. Let's see. How about
Would that be investigation?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
You know what? I have one advantage left. I'm going to use it. Get crazy.
Go big or go home.
Woo. Oh, I rolled 2 18s.
Ooh,
Plus
okay.
5, so that's 23.
Yeah, as you are looking through this book of ancient hymns and prayers, you find one for kind of like a lucid dreaming spell to be able to affect the things in your dream more, so that you are aware of what's going on and you're not just swept into a dream.
I found something. Check this out. And Gran, I'll show it to everybody.
Okay. You feel like if you read this prayer before you go to sleep, you will have a better chance at being in control during your dream.
Right.
the little side note says like it's to like help people with nightmares and dream trauma to be able to like end nightmares or navigate through personal trauma so that it no longer is keeping them in a spiral.
All right. I think I'm gonna try doing this before I go to sleep.
I would like to try it too, I think.
All right. Yeah.
I actually have something else I might try. See if a different tactic will work.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be on. I'm the talker this round, but leave that book out for when it's my turn, Gren.
Mhm.
We can try it again.
So Jillian wants to be on watch while the rest of you sleep. Okay. Why don't you three sleepers give me a roll so I know who goes first?
Just a D20.
Yeah, D20s.
10.
11.
18.
So Blinken falls asleep first. It is not long before Jillian, you hear the tiny snores of a gnome.
Okay.
Okay. So, Blinken, you fall off to sleep, and what has been weighing most on your mind during the day today?
I imagine it's the transition from what I have been taught is the moon god to what I'm learning is the actual moon god.
Okay. As you um, begin to dream, you remember being carried by a gnomish woman with gray skin, and she takes you over, and there's a bunch of other gnomes that look kind of similar to you that are out in a field, and it's night and the moon is up, and everybody seems very happy, and it's like a very calm kind of thing, and the woman puts you down on your itty bitty little legs, and you're very short, and all of the gnomes hold hands and they start chanting something, and like dancing around in a circle, and you feel this weird sense of deja vu, like where you're not sure if this is a memory or if it's a dream, but it feels so homey to you, which is, it kind of makes your heart ache because you can't remember your parents. And all this talk about the original worship of the moon goddess, and the way that you've been raised that has felt weird, like you felt like you just don't fit in at the temple, and you've never understood why everything just seems so odd. But here, with these gnomes under this dream moon, it seems like this is something that you've done many times, and everybody is so welcoming and belonging. What do you do in your dream?
I gather with them and look at each one to try and figure out if the face looks familiar other than looking similar to me. I'm going to study what each of them are doing, and if I have a connection to any of them, I might strike up a conversation. If the woman that was carrying me is the closest, she will be the first that I try and strike up a conversation with.
Yeah, she looks down at you with this very warm smile, and she just picks you up and swirls you around in a circle. It just spins you around underneath the moon, and she hugs your chubby little cheek to hers and says, "Don't worry, the moon will take care of us."
But which moon?
She doesn't seem to respond. Like, it doesn't seem to get through to her. Like, you have that suddenly have a weird disconnect where you realize you're dreaming, and that you are able to navigate, and you're like, oh, this is a shadow of a person. Like, this isn't a real person anymore. But something about it seems like maybe something similar that you experienced, part of a memory, part of a fragment.
I kind of might slip into the moment feeling taken care of.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you would like to do or try?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
The rest of your dream is just this very homey, comforting thing that, makes your heart ache, that perhaps you've lost something important to you, and like you're only remembering just a little bit of it in this dream. All right, who got the next highest roll? Remind me, was 10 or was it?
Was Jillian gonna get to say cookie to her? We weren't gonna try that.
Do you say cookie to her?
I was gonna as soon as she was snoring, for a little bit. It's gonna come over and whisper cookie to her in her ear.
Okay. Please roll a d20, Tara, and let's see if she gets through to you.
11.
For a brief moment of time, you feel like the moon looks a little bit like a chocolate chip cookie, but you don't hear Jillian's voice. It doesn't register that she's speaking to you. You're very caught up in this childlike dream. Okay. You tried, man. She got a
Gotta
little
go
something
according to plan.
else. Okay, who is number 2?
Gren rolled an 11, so I don't know
Yep,
who
Gren
else
next.
rolled.
I had a
Okay.
10.
Okay. Gren, you fall asleep next. And what has been weighing on your mind during the last day or so?
Just he thinks about a lot about how, like, what'll happen once they, like, will they ever finish helping grandmother? And he thinks about Randall. But yeah, he also thinks about his family and like how he's gonna try to have to explain at some point where he's been and what he's been up to and how he might not be able to hide it.
Yeah. Okay. You find yourself in the living room of your family home, and your mother and father are seated at a couch, and grandmother is at the other side of the coffee table there, and she is pouring amazing, delicious tea and serving biscuits to your family. And you walk in with Randall swaddled in your arms. And your mother goes, "Oh my goodness, is this the new little one?" And she runs over. "Congratulations."
Wow, the whole family's here.
Yeah, your mother goes, "Yes, your grandmother even came."
And Gran'll go over and give grandmother a hug.
Oh, yeah, she pinches your cheek and gives you a cookie.
Best cookies ever.
Yeah, they're amazing. And
Yeah.
all right. Jillian, you had noticed that Gren had fallen asleep. What do you do?
I sneak over to him as quiet as I possibly can, rogue fashion. I get down right by his face. And I kind of blow on his face first. And then I say, "Cookie. Cookie."
Yeah, so you're in your dream, and actually, you know what? Roll a d20, because
Okay.
I made Lincoln roll a d20.
It's gonna work one of these times.
Well,
Not this time.
it's a 9.
Yeah. All right. So, your grandma hands you a cookie, and then suddenly this wind picks up, and the cookie turns to dust, and it blows into your face.
What? He'll just start kind of like trying to brush himself off, and he's gonna stand up and go over and look out the window.
Okay. You look out the window, and there is a full moon.
Wow, look at the moon tonight.
And as you watch, the moon begins to turn green, and you notice from the family crypt on the far side of the hill, the dead begin to rise.
What? He's gonna turn around and see if anybody else notices.
They're all happily chatting and having tea. You hold your Randall in your arms.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, they don't seem to notice. You proceed to like try to warn them, but they won't listen to you.
He's gonna like run out of the room and go try to lock the front door.
Okay. And Jillian, you notice Gren begins to sweat in his dream, like and just kind of like start having a nightmare.
I get closer and I say, "Cookie. Cookie."
Okay, roll a d20.
I don't blow on his face this time. But I say it 3 times.
Do I get to add anything? 14.
No, you don't get to add anything. Yeah, you. Oh gosh. You begin. You hear the moans of zombies getting closer.
He's just gonna kind of just, like, he's like fumbling with the door, like thinking he wants to lock it, but like things aren't
Yeah, and
really happening the right way.
in your panic, you suddenly wake yourself up.
Duh!
You're
Did it
like
work?
face to face with Jillian.
Did it work?
What?
Did it work?
Uh,
Was I there?
I mean, I had a pretty crazy dream. Grandmother was in it,
I wasn't there.
but I didn't see anything that would be like a guide.
But you didn't have any.
Like a person? Is it supposed to be like a person or an animal or something? Maybe I can do it later.
There's still time.
All right.
Do you need
Okay.
a cloth?
Hmm?
Real sweaty. You're real sweaty right now.
I am really sweaty.
Yeah, that was quite a dream, I guess.
It was a little bit of a nightmare.
I'm sorry.
Zombies are freaky all the time.
God. I know. Imagine Elazar right now.
All right,
Be glad we're here.
Loyal.
Yeah.
It is your turn. So you drift off to sleep, and what has been weighing on your mind the past day or so?
So Loyal is going to essentially try to start meditating, and then meditation kind of drifting off to that sleep. Not the most experienced with it, but trying. And what's weighing the most on Loyal's mind is, what decisions have I made with Gladness that have been wrong? Or like, what is the decision that we're about to make the right one? And I'll try to lead the meditation, the dream. I'll during the meditation be thinking about like Gladness opening the box, but me being there and actually closing it before it opens, or leading Gladness out the first night so she doesn't get captured, kind of thing. I'll try to lead, making better decisions, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay. Yeah, you try to work through in your brain the way that you wanted it to go, if you had only been there. And as you enter the dream room or dream realm, you are back in a tiny little cottage, like no more than a shack, with a fireplace and beds all in one room, and a rickety table on one side, and on it is the box, and Gladness is standing there beside you. What do you do?
I think we'll start just by looking at it. Almost reaching out to touch it, but stopping just short.
It reminds you of the one that you were given by grandmother that was vomited up by an undead rat in a defunct bakery. It's beautiful and free of rat vomit.
I'll kind of turn to Gladness, and if she's there, and
Yeah, she's looking up at you with just pure adoration in her eyes.
I think we should maybe not touch it. Let Dad take care of it.
She looks at you and she says,
Do you really think that's the right way to do it?
No,
You
but
would-
yeah, that box could lead us to a better life.
and you hear the voice of grandmother, like, in your ear.
Maybe this was the best possible outcome.
You the blackness kind of swirls around, and suddenly you realize you're not there, but you're somehow watching what's happening. And you see Gladness going over to look at the box at night. And your father wakes up and sees her looking at the box, and he goes towards her and he shoves her out of the way and he grabs the box. The box opens, the shadow emerges, and it attaches to him and murders Gladness.
I think Loyal would kind of be broken and just manic trying to get to her, even though she's a ways away.
At this time, Jillian, you finished your conversation with Gren and you look over and you see that Loyal is starting to have a dream of some kind. And what do you do?
Gosh, knowing what it is, I don't know that I want to stop it, but I don't know it, so I go over. I go right up to one of his horns, like I'm like my forehead is right next to his horn, and I start as quiet as I can possibly make my voice. I say, "Cookie, cookie, cookie."
Roll a d20.
That's a 4.
You guys, this was totally gonna work.
Ah,
I do. Can I use an inspiration?
Yes.
I've
I'll
got
give you
one
one more
from Jeff
chance
from last week.
to get
my
out of this
last one.
horrible nightmare.
Ah, that's another 4. I'm stuck in it.
ah,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
you are lost in this horrible version of events that, you know, if Gladness hadn't opened the box, what would have happened? And you walk out of like your spirit form, which no longer has a corporeal body, like leaves the room in panic and sadness. And you look down and you see that you are a shadow. What do you do?
I don't think there's anything I can do but walk as long as I can.
Your fingers look long and sharp and dangerous. And you wonder if this is what it is like to be Grandmother's shadow. All right. Yes. Your watch ends, Jillian. Who do you wake up?
I wake up Lincoln.
Okay.
As per our arrangement. I grab Gren's book.
Mm-hmm.
I read the passage.
Okay.
And then I say, Blinken, Cookie. When I lay down where she was sleeping.
Okay. After a little while, you begin to fall asleep. What has been weighing on your mind over the past day or so?
I think I start out thinking about chords. And there's a lot of visuals of slow motion of him turning around with the wind blowing his hair. But in all of these visions, he doesn't have the scar.
Yeah. Somehow, as his hair is blown away, his face is perfect, and he's like, if he wasn't disfigured, he would be incredibly good looking.
Oh, he fine.
He fine.
But it is going to move from that to me thinking about my new powers, my new ability to cast spells, and how now I might be able to go home and show my face as one who can also cast spells, as I was not able to before, and everyone else could in a very talented illusionary family.
Yeah. You you feel someone's hand in yours, and you look up, and Cords is holding your hand, and he goes, "Let's go home, babe." And he like walks with you towards your family home. Um, and you enter your family's McMansion, and the smell of casserole like greets your nose. It's definitely, there's potatoes and cheese involved in it, and
Green beans, for sure.
Yeah, sure. Green beans and like this faint smell of onion. Maybe some like crunchy onions for on top. I don't know.
My knees go weak a little bit.
And your father pokes his head out from around the corner. He's got like some kind of like goggles on, and he's like, "Oh, there's my little champion." And he comes over and gives you a big hug and kisses the top of your head. "Oh, we miss you so much. We're so proud of you." And your mother like shows up holding a casserole like Martha Stewart. "I just baked this for you."
Mom, this is the best casserole I think I've ever smelled. Jimmy, grab me a fork, I'll yell.
Okay. And your brother, Jimmy, pops up from the kitchen. He's like, "I've got forks for all of us." And like he just starts handing them out to people, and like your mother just stands there like you're all just gonna eat casserole out of her open hands. All right. Tara, you have noticed that Jillian is dreaming. What do you do?
I go to her left side and I go not about a foot away from her ear and I just say, "Cookie." And then I slowly walk to her right side, about the same distance, and say, "Cookie."
Okay. Tara, roll a d20 for me.
Oh boy. 8?
Yeah, you think this is a great idea. This is fine. Jillian, roll a d20 for me.
7.
Man, you guys.
Not meant to happen. It's not meant to happen.
Yeah, you're all eating casserole out of one big dish together, and Cords turns to you and goes, "Do you want some cookies, babe?"
Yeah, I would really like a little sweet with this salt. That's a great observation, Cords.
Yeah, and you put down your fork and you walk into the kitchen to find some cookies. And roll for me a d20.
9.
Guys, killing me. You look around, but you can't seem to find any cookies. And you think, oh gosh, maybe I need to buy some cookies. So you walk out the back door, like you're gonna go to the market, but then you realize you don't have your wallet, and then you turn around and try to get back into the house, but the door is locked and you can't get in, and so you start banging on the door, but nobody hears you.
I try casting Mage Hand and sending it in through the window in my dream.
Okay.
To tap Cords.
Okay, roll a d20.
Perhaps do a little massage too. A 9. Have we gotten above a 10 yet?
No, you guys really haven't.
I even use a different dice.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. So, the Mage Hand goes through the window as if there's no glass there, and then you start to wig out that logic isn't happening logically in your dream realm, and you're like, oh shoot, this is a dream. Give you one last chance.
Okay, let me try a brand new dice here.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I am going to pull out my my thieves' tools and try to pick the lock to get back in.
Okay.
Got those. Pull them out. Set them down. Set it up. Start going.
Okay. All right. Now roll d20.
Glow in the dark.
I'm really trying, guys.
I'm gonna roll over here too. A 10. A 10.
A 10.
A 10. I've never been so excited for a 10.
All
I
right.
hope that's good.
Yeah, you hear a comforting little click, and the door opens, but you're not in your home. Like, it opens up and you're looking at grandmother's house, and it is empty. She's not in it. But you look around and it is full of taxidermied animals that watch you as you look at them and move around.
I'm gonna grab one.
Okay. What does it look like?
It's another frog.
Okay.
But this frog, his guy is doing a ballet maneuver where it's up and its legs are doing the frog bend, but one of the feet are down in a like a spin, but he's not.
Okay.
It's a still spin.
Okay.
And there's a little outfit on him too. A ballerina tutu
Okay.
and
You
a
grab
leotard.
this little ballerina taxidermied frog, and it winks at you, and you wake up.
Okay. Do I have any? There's nothing in my hands, right?
No, there's nothing in
Okay.
your hands when you wake up.
Well, you guys.
Ah,
I'm blinking. Sorry, just blinking. I maybe found something. It's another taxidermied frog. But I grabbed it in my dream and it winked at me.
Did Grandma
that-
say anything?
I didn't see Grandma. She wasn't there, but it was in her
Did-
place, I think.
Did cookies work for you? Did you heal me? Was I there?
Cookies got me locked out of my house. That's what happened. It was worth a try. I don't know that it worked for anyone, but I don't know if this is gonna work, but as soon as everyone wakes up, let's see if anyone else had any success. Maybe I hope this isn't it. I hope the frog isn't it.
Me too.
Maybe it is.
Who
Okay.
knows?
Yeah, you guys are able to complete a long rest, and you wake up in the morning. You can hear like some little birds chirping outside, and light is spilling into your room from the window. But it doesn't seem like anybody got a clear answer of a dream guide. But I got plenty of fuel for the dream
nightmares.
realm.
Loyal already wasn't looking good. Like everyone else wasn't looking good. He looks hella worse. That was a rough night of sleep.
Mhm.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you wake up and immediately look over, and Gladness is, still snoring on the couch.
Yeah, I didn't really see anything that I think would be helpful. I saw grandmother. We had cookies.
You hear her say cookies in your dream?
It was a nice visit. Family time. It was like family time.
I had family time too.
Randall
I
was
don't know what
there.
that gets us.
I kind of maybe had family time. I don't know. I don't remember it. My family, so I don't know if that was my family. It just seemed familiar.
Well, it is morning. You can vaguely hear the sounds of the alley brigade stirring on the other side as somebody trips over something and just shouts out, "Ow!" wall. Like a clunk clunk.
Yeah, they're up.
It is their work day.
Yeah, I'm glad they're motivated enough to get up and start this. It's a good start.
Oh, hey, we got some raiders in here. Hey, thanks, raiders.
Whoop, whoop.
It's Lord Gazumba. Excited to have you here. All right, so my players have just finished trying to find a dream guide in their dreams. Only to mostly fall short. However, all is not lost. As you now probably should make your goodbyes and settle accounts here before you head down to the dream portal to enter the dream realm. What would you like to do before you go?
Jillian will say quick goodbyes to most of the alley brigade. You know, kind of a I'll see you later, whenever that is, and it doesn't seem to really matter. We just know we'll see each other again. Chords, however, will be a little bit longer, a little bit more pining and wistful, and kind of sad.
Yeah. You guys go down and have breakfast together, and he puts his arm around you as you're eating, in a very kind of awkward kind of a way, but in a kind of a nice way.
Jillian will lean into it, and what starts awkward becomes very comfortable quickly and very difficult to separate.
Yeah.
To eat.
Yeah, it's just like you're trying to one arm eat and yeah,
How's this gonna work?
snuggle a little.
Yeah.
And Loyal, what do you do about gladness?
Probably pull her aside a little bit and do my best to break the news that I need to head off somewhere a little strange and different, and I know I'd feel much more at ease if you were here, at least possibly traveling with Minerva a bit, rather than coming with.
Okay, but how long are you going to be gone?
I am not quite sure. Maybe a month, maybe 2. Well, I guess I'm not sure. It's a little beyond me.
Can I come with?
You know, Ness, I'd love nothing more, but I want you to be safe. I want you to enjoy your life and see the world.
But everything that's bad happens when you're gone.
But you know, I always come back in time to save you, right? It'll happen again.
Okay. And she just throws her arms around your waist. She's a little shorter than you. And she buries her face in your chest, and her small little horns kind of poke you a little bit in the jaw.
Do the little nudge around it, and will kind of dip my head into her hair as well and try to fend off the tears as best I can.
She looks up at you a little bit, and she goes, "Don't forget about me, okay?"
I could never forget about you. You're the only gladness in my life.
Yeah, she's She just trying to hold back her tears, or at least not show you that she's crying. And she holds out her pinky, um, and she says, "You have to promise." And she makes you pinky swear, that you'll come back.
Do a bit of a pinky swear with her as well, and then kind of take her hand to open it up, and will lay in her hand a new horn decoration of a kind of a sanded glass moon.
Aww. Yeah, she will just like hold it tight in her hands and whisper, "Thank you. I love it."
I know I'll find you here again soon.
Okay. Is there anything that Tara would like to do? Or Blinken?
Lincoln's just crying right now.
Watching everybody have little moments with their
Yeah.
loved ones.
Yeah. Little emotional on the inside. No, I think I kind of want to make sure that, everybody has had the chance to say goodbye, so that's happening. And I think that's all Blinken wants to do.
Yeah. You kind of look over and overhear like some of the conversations with like Stanley is talking with like this little goblin guy in the back, and he's like, "Yeah, and if you add a like lemon rind to the crust, I think that would really jazz it up a little bit." And like clearly like he's already kind of leaning into some kind of a cook or chef role, like, and you're like, okay, he looks taken care of. And you look over, and Minx is speaking with Lily Bell about like the menu, and she's like, okay, so like you look, she's writing it down on a little piece of paper, and you're like, okay, that seems like that's going all right. And you look over, and Jeff, human Jeff, not Jeff the ferret, is like standing next to the door as like some kind of bouncer. And you kind of look over and note that there is a second lute leaned against the wall near the fireplace next to the older gentleman who had been performing the night before, and it seems like, well, maybe that's for chords. And you're just kind of ticking little boxes like, okay, everybody's being taken care of. This looks promising. Nobody is being abandoned or left behind. Gren, what do you do?
Gren doesn't really know many of them too well. He's trying to keep an eye on Randall, who is stuffing rats in his pockets. Randy, you already have 2 in your pockets.
You just hear like these little panicked
more.
speak,
3.
speak.
He's just like, just 3. That's the most you can have. Kids. And then
This giant mechanical rat with chicken wings is shoving live rats into its pockets of its T-shirt that says "Welcome to Cherry Falls,"
Bedazzled.
and you just see like a little panicked rat with like bulging eyes sticking out from one of the pockets.
He's gonna go up to Minerva and just be like, yeah, so we're gonna go to the dream realm, I guess. You know,
Oh my goodness.
have you ever heard of it?
Oh, yes, I've heard of it.
You
It's
have.
so fascinating. Extraplanar, well, it's actually more like meta travel through the subconscious. You're
Yeah.
in for a treat.
You think so? Sounds kind of dangerous.
Oh, extremely dangerous.
We heard from someone that it might help to have a dream guide. Have you ever heard or read anything about how to get a dream guide?
Well, I am not versed in dream travel myself. Um, there are spells that one could learn to summon a guide, or, I guess you could get one through extensive meditation
We don't
or
have a lot
luck.
of time.
She just pats you on the shoulder.
Yeah. And he's gonna just drink some more cherry water from his souvenir shot glass.
So you're all leaving. What am I supposed to do?
Well,
This little blonde elven ex-wizard schooling elf.
what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the people from the Great Library want to kill me.
Yeah. They'll
So I
definitely
can't
want to
go
kill you.
back.
Well, we met a really nice dryad named Hyacinth over by that ruined temple. You could hang out with her and stuff.
Is she a wizard?
She's kind of like a caretaker of that old temple and a tour guide.
She just starting to have a panic attack.
Oh, I'm not saying you have to do that. Maybe like she has need of some magic.
Well,
Or you could just figure out how to open that thing up so we don't get trapped in the dream realm. I don't know.
yeah, that would be terrible. You don't want to get trapped in a weird metaphysical space. Well, I'll go with you. I mean, not through that gate because that sounds terrifying, but I mean, I'll go down to the gate with you.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks really nervous. All right. And with that, is there anything else anybody wants to do before you head back down to the ruins and the portal?
Loyal might pull Gren aside just a moment. Gren,
Yeah. What's up, Loyal?
do you think we'd be able to maybe leave that spell book with Minerva? She might have a little better use of it than we will where we're going.
Do you think so? I mean, we haven't actually really studied it much.
I don't know if any of us are even going to be able to use it.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
maybe there's something in there to help get us out.
I'd be all right with that.
She looked a little panicked after you left her.
I don't know what that was all about.
What'd you tell her?
Nothing. I was just like, yeah, so we're like going to the dream realm. And she sounded kind of jealous and a little bit scared.
She don't look jealous.
I mean, I don't think she knows what she's gonna do while we're gone. Being that we're all wanted criminals. I mean, outlaws. We're outlaws.
I mean, I guess she's kind of, wanted to, so I can see where that would be nerve-wracking for her to be alone.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't have to be
She's
alone. She could be with Gladness.
She's got Gladness.
Yeah, I
we
just
could
don't.
have her just watch over Loyal's sister.
Yeah, Loyal, I think
Maybe
that's
I'll
a good
have to
idea.
have another little talk with Minerva. Quick.
Maybe they can study this book while we're gone, and that'll give them something to do. Pass the time. I don't know.
I believe Loyal was still holding on to the spell book. So I'll go talk with Minerva. And about continuing the tutorship. Just only been a couple days. And we'll pull out the map of the general area as well to try and maybe get an idea of her general direction and where she might head, and also pass off the book that maybe she can use for encouragement for helping out yet.
Okay. I think that's a really good idea. So you guys, you give Minerva the wizard book. It might also be smart to give her some money or something.
I can give her some
As
money.
you guys are going to a metaphysical realm, and don't necessarily have any use for money, in the dream realm. But she might have some use for buying food and lodging while you guys are gone. You also take her down to the portal / ruins down at the source of the Cherry Springs, and introduce her to Hyacinth, who offers her a place to stay with her. Pseudo hidden away, and Gladness too. The two girls can stay there and study in the shelter of the moon temple, the tiny moon temple that they have hidden away in the forest. And Hyacinth, after settling in Gladness and Minerva, comes back alone to you, and she looks at all of you and says,
All right. Are you all ready then?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Remember, you need to find Rose Petal in the dream realm, and then she'll give you the relic. All right? Just call upon your dream guide once you get to the other side,
Okay. Yep.
just like you did in your dreams. All right.
and she goes over and she does like a little movement with her hands, and she runs her hands over the stones, and then she licks one of them, And and Blinken immediately is like, you
Like that.
knew it. And the runes begin to glow, and you see this shimmery portal, kind of like a film almost, go in between this gate.
Wait.
Lincoln.
Sorry, go ahead.
Lincoln looks at her friends and says, "Together?"
Jillian
Yeah.
will put out her hands for anyone to take them. Let's go.
Come on,
You
Randall.
guys,
Stay
We got
close.
an item to find.
you all hold hands, with Randall, the homunculus rat chicken, on your shoulder, Gren, and you walk through the portal together and disappear to the other side. And that is the cliffhanger that I will leave you with for this segment. So that is the season finale of the Undying Sky. You all became warlocks. You all entered into a dark bargain. You became stronger as you helped your deity that you called grandmother through multiple trials and got her some powers, and in turn became stronger warlocks yourself. Now, the next leg of the journey is the dream realm. But that's for another time. I'm gonna go around the table and have everybody introduce themselves. But right before that, I just wanted to remind everybody that we have a giveaway. We are giving away a $10 promo code to one lucky winner for some digital loot over at the Troll Lord Games website. So please enter to win. It is exclamation point drawing. From what I hear, there's not too many people entered right now, so like your chances are very good. So enter right now while we go around and introduce everybody. Please tell me where we can find you. Let's start with Tara.
Beautiful. My name is Tara. You can find me on most socials as Your Know Me or Your Know Me Too. That includes the Book of Faces, the clock app, the @ app, the IG app. If you want, I'm on Discord, and you can also find me. Well, you will find me eventually here again, but just not right away.
Thank you, Tara. It's been a pleasure. This has been your first appearance on a show for a live show like this, and you were an expert. You did a really wonderful job.
I had the best to work with, so.
Aw, thanks. Next up, Shelly.
Ashley, this has been so dope. I think you did an amazing job, and I am so happy that I got to be part of it. My name is Shelly, also known as Flea Monkey. Also known as Hey, it's Flea Monkey on Threads and Instagram. You can find me here every Tuesday night with some of these people doing some Greyhawk stuff. And Wednesdays over with Ty Thalanos every other this summer, because, you know, it's summer. On his channel, doing some Pathfinder, and I guess no more Thursdays. June 8th starts Tales of the Whisper Woods, though, on this channel here. You should come check it out with Shiv as our DM, and it's gonna be dope. I've said it twice, but that's what this channel is. Dope.
Yeah, so there's going to be a new campaign, which is a callback campaign because it's Tales of the Whisperwood, which
Series 2.
Series 2 will be starting on Thursdays, coming up, I think just next Thursday even, right? Or is it 2 weeks?
It's not next Thursday because that's the Carbon 2185 game.
Oh, okay, but don't miss
Dungeon
that
Master
either because
Ties.
we've got Carbon. We've got a futuristic game coming on Thursdays, which is going to be super cool as well. So we're not going to leave you hanging. We got stuff.
This thing is on Saturdays, by the way.
Oh, Saturdays for
That's why I was
Shiv's
like,
game.
I was a little messed up for a second. Yes.
If you want to
Saturdays
listen
for
to
Shiv's game, Dungeon
a
Master Tie
DM
on
with
Thursdays.
a beautiful English accent,
Yeah.
come by on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Tythalanos.
Hi everyone, I have been Tythalanos. You can find me on Twitch playing games, RPGs, and other video games. It's Tythalanos, Twitter, TikTok, all the stuff. And I just want to say again, thank you, Ash, so much for running this. It is great to see you behind the chair, and loving to see you streaming it as well. It's been a ton of fun, and I am super bummed that this could possibly be it, but it has been one heck of a ball. So thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Thank you so much for playing in it. I can't do it without my wonderful players. I get so much creativity from your creativity, and it really just makes it an easier game to play. Yeah, so yeah, check out Tythalanos' channel for the games that he's running. Wednesdays, running a regular game. Shelly's in it. Go check it out. And Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch. You can find me here on Guild Superior every Tuesday night in Dungeon Master Dave's Heroes of Greyhawk game. We are having a lot of fun over there. Yeah, Ashley, this was so much fun. Gren went in a few directions that I never anticipated, and it was awesome. I had a lot of fun in this game for sure. But yeah, come check out our upcoming shows. Like we said, we have one coming up on Saturdays and a new game starting up for, I think it's 5-6 weeks. Next Thursday on the 6th, The Freelancers with Dungeon Mr. Ty DMing. It's going to be really good.
Awesome. And Andy, of course, has been the producer on the show. So extra thank you for Andy and all his hard work that he's put into behind the scenes, pushing buttons, doing amazing things so that we can tell a story for you guys. And also just hilarious with the role play and stuff too. It was wonderful. And I am Minnesota Muse. My name is Ashley. You can find me as Minnesota Muse on our Discord, on Blue Sky, or as Minnesota Muse 99 on Threads. And you can also find me on Tuesday nights for Heroes of Greyhawk, where I play a problematic, sweet character who is super deadly. So come by on Tuesdays and see some of these wonderful people. I think, are we ready for the drawing?
Yeah, anybody want to get in at the last minute?
Chance.
Last chance
Who
to
doesn't
get in
like
on
free
this
stuff?
giveaway. Here, I'm going to post the link one more time. Just
The
type
last few people seem to be
exclamation mark
surprisingly
drawing.
lucky, so get in now.
It's true. All right.
Okay, here we go. Someone give me a countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Saw Cardman getting in there at the last minute.
Yeah.
Oh, Christina9773 has won the giveaway. Are you here?
Heck yeah.
Congratulations, Christina.
Are you here?
It's a difficult part.
Oh, just say hi.
Yeah, anything. We'll take anything.
Take an emoji.
Oh, they're not on the list anymore.
Oh, she just,
Oh no. Okay.
she entered and ran.
Yeah.
You guys got another chance.
All right. You guys
one
get
more?
another chance. All right, here we go. Re-roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Asher the bear.
Asher the bear.
Asher the bear.
Are they there?
I know
If not, where?
they are on our Discord.
They're in chat. I think that's good. Andy's going to reach out to you with a whisper to give you your code for some digital loot.
Congrats.
And if you guys hold on for a little bit, we're going to raid.
Hey, there you are.
And, send this love forward to some other wonderful streamer.
Yeah, not too
Thank
sure who
you
we're going to raid yet, but we'll figure it out.
Thank
Hang
you
out.
so much for joining us, for hanging out, for saying stuff in the chat, for giving us your support, for following us, for donating bits, for just being wonderful, wonderful human beings. And we hope you liked our game, and we'll see you around.